Hi all, welcome back. In this video we will see how to handle or get the children nodes using Cypress. So for that in our website, if you see after logging in and if you navigate to the dashboard, there are some items in my actions. Okay, so in this if you see there are three items present at the moment. So if you inspect those items, okay, those are present inside this to-do list. Okay, RNHRM to-do list. In this to-do list we are having three children. So if you get this to-do list, it is having three children, and after that if you take each of the children, and it has again two children, and in the last children we are having this leave request to approve, and if you take the next one, and in the last children it is having time sheets to approve, and in the similar way, and the third one in the last children it is having pending self review. Okay, so how we can validate this data using Cypress, how we can get these childrens, and under the childrens how we can get this last node, we will see in this video. Okay, so let's get started with creating a code here. Okay, as usual, so for this I am going to create a spec file. I am naming it as children nodes .cy.js and describe children nodes. So to log in to the application, I am using before hook as before, and I am going to copy the code from my previous examples, and then after that I'm going to create a test, validate children nodes data. Okay, so let's see. So to validate this data, first of all let's create some data points or array to validate this data. So for that what I am going to do is on top of this I am going to create one array, or you can get it from you can place that validation data in fixers, and you can get the data from fixers also. So for this example I am creating an array with this data. So which the first one is pending request to approve. Okay, and then you take the second one, it's a time sheet to approve. And then for the third one, pending self review. Okay, so this is my array data. Yeah, let's get the data here. So as we have seen here, we are having a to-do list here. So I'm going to get a to-do list first, cy.get, and then that to-dos list. So from this to-dos list we need to get a children. So to get a children, we are having a children command. So when you get a children command, it gives us array. So we need to iterate each element. Okay, so each element, so as we have seen before, each will give us three arguments. The first one is element, and the second one is index, and the third one is complete element array. Okay, so right now here we'll consider, we will take the element. Okay, and then if you see here inside this element, again we are having a children's, two children, so we need to get the last children. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to wrap this current element, so that we can apply Cypress commands on that element. So once we wrap that element, so we can continue applying this chain of commands again here. So what we need to do is we need to get a children again on that node, and we need to get the last children. So to get the last children, we use the last, and then we need to verify the data. So what should it should contain? What the data of index. So the first one, leave request. So when you get the first one, we'll get the 0th index. Okay, so I'm going to pass a index here. So for first iteration, we'll get this one. For the second iteration, we'll get this, and the third iteration, we'll get this data. Okay, so in this way we can get the children. So here in the same in one loop, get a chance to use multiple times this children command. Okay, let's verify the data. So I'm saving the file, and then from the test runner I click on children nodes cy.js spec file. So execution is started. So if you see here, when I get the children's, it got 3 nodes, and then when I get the first inside the first node, and again I get the children, so I got the 2 nodes, and the last one which contains leave request to approve, and then second time it gets a timesheet to approve, and the third times it says pending self review. So this data we have validated in this test. Okay, in this way you can use children command that is present in Cypress. Thank you.